Sound check. Let's catch him. Let's catch him.
No, we gonna hit y'all with some little music.
Big fence.
Little D-Rose with the pole. Shout out to that boy, them boys. Whoa, nigga, nice, got shit moving in the city. Shout out to that boy. Everybody go look up that shit. D-Rose with the pole, pressure.
We back on another day, another time, baby.
Yes, sir, y'all already know. Checking in the building. Shout out to everybody that show us love. That's that pressure. Welcome to a new day, man. You know we in the building, man.
Yes, sir. Let's find it. What's going on with your world? We're going to start out this here podcast discussing what it looked like everybody should already know about, man. This little beef going on. Corey Holcomb, that show 5150.
Good show. Shout out to that show 5150. I've been watching that shit many years.
Yeah, Corey Holcomb been a wild boy for years, so in some aspects I'm looking at like that's just been Corey. But now, did he overstep? Was he in the right? Was Zoe right? I mean, because Zoe did put them hands on Ari Spears years ago, however long ago that was, but
A couple of
years ago, and
like 2 or 3.
And obviously he wasn't right for putting his hands on him. Not that they, went to blows or anything like that, but...
Bunch of elbows though was giving that nigga.
Oh, yeah.
Nigga missed like every punch there was, but they had to beg.
That's that basketball fighting, like, you know what I mean, where you waiting for the referee to jump in a little bit, but, I mean...
Nah, that shit was out of order. I mean, Corey being a bigger influence, I feel as black men, man, we gotta know our position and be able to hold it better, and as black men, be able to speak to each other with some type of integrity for each other. You know what I'm saying? Instead of speaking down on niggas, or you know what I'm saying, because of a lot of us get caught up in that shit of the status we in, so we think we could just speak to whoever, however. You know what I'm saying? Like we get that when we come from nothing and we make it to something. We feel like, fuck everything. We could just make up and do whatever the fuck we want to do, but sometimes that shit go too far. I felt that shit was out of line.
I definitely see that. Like, I mean, we don't ever look good fighting on TV, fighting on stuff like that. I thought Corey was like really being himself, being authentic, just like, listen, this is who I am, this is what I did, this is what I'm willing to do. Like, he even called old boy like, what the fuck did he call this dude, man? The weakest link. He said he's the weakest link on his team, man. And I'm like...
You can't say no shit like that to another grown man.
Yeah. Like,
that's out of line. Totally out of line. And they say some shit like that on live.
Yeah, that was...
No matter
that was crossing the line. That was crossing the line.
Yeah, because... You know what I'm saying? Because he and then one thing, if you watch that show, he's a firm believer in saying men don't speak to each other like that because that shit will go far. You know what I'm saying?
He was even saying it then. Like, I mean, in some aspects, I think he was trying to apologize in the best way he could. I mean, I thought he could have did better with apologizing, but, and also I think he kind of chose, well, Zoe don't really seem like, he you know, Zoe got love for the brother. You know what I mean? Zoe don't look like he was going to take it to that level or want to take it to that
And
level.
that's my thing I want to say, not to chop you, but like, it's a difference when you saying it to a nigga. It's kind of like, you know, you looking at me, you're a young boy, you know what I'm saying, the nigga that had love for you. So if a nigga got love for you, it ain't even like a nigga grew up with you. That mean a nigga hold you in a way. You know what I'm saying? So a person that, me being the younger, you being the elder, you have to hold that elder with some type of responsibility far as how you want to come off to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
He
like you
definitely
can tell me like, yo, I'm the weakest link on the joint. It's a bunch of ways you could have told me. Just you having love for me. You know what I'm saying?
Especially so much for what Zoe did for him. Like, of course, I don't know their whole personal relationship. I don't know exactly what, who, and how. But I mean, I definitely knew about Zoe doing radio, podcast, things of that nature. He had his show, Voice of Reason. I know he's still carrying that same name or what have you. But shoot, this had to have been like 10 years ago, something like when Foxhole. He used to actually mess with Jamie Foxx on the Foxhole. And that station's been long gone. So, I mean, in some aspects, these were two grown men, but the way Corey did it was just salty. Like, you could have shut it down. Like, especially when you're running the show, especially when you're the, not to say the head honcho in that man's life, but at least the head honcho on this show. Like, okay, what you say, like, you're the director, this is your show. Listen, you know what, I'm going to move past that. Like, you know what, but we could talk about this offline or at another point. Because who's going to sit up there and keep arguing with you to argue? Like, nah, let's keep arguing. Like, nah, let's keep going further with this shit. Nah, nobody wants to do that anyway. So Corey could have been a little better with it and be like, you know what, you're right. Because I think he was still frustrated so much about the other guy he had beef with and how they was bringing him up, saying, oh, yeah, well, you shouldn't do him like that. I think he had so much anger built in for that guy and what took place from that guy, and he's kind of on edge, and he should have been like, listen, y'all put me in a place that's not even relevant to you all. Like, he went to a place that shouldn't have even went there.
That's where, like, and that's why I'm saying when you look at the certain things of it, you do see like, okay, Corey was real about this, but then that's what I mean about going far. It's like me and you, we run a podcast together. So, say you have a real issue with somebody, you know what I'm saying? And say you tell me before, yo, boom, 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 you know, I'm gonna bring this shit up, whatever have you. You know, I might tell you, yo, bro, I don't really think it's something you should do, but if you feel strong in it and then you do it, you have to know a lot of this shit view on me because I'm here with you. I'm the person sitting beside
right.
you, even if I don't say nothing about it. And then it's cool for dudes to speak on it, but like Zoe was saying, you doing this shit every week. Every week you bringing this man up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all right, cool. When do you put it to bed? Fuck it. You said what you said. He said what he said. This shit over. But now every week, and you're kind of saying it where you want us to say something too. And we keep telling you, yo, we ain't getting in the middle of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Like even with him and Grady, no bullshit. One day when you get a chance, watch the episode. He kind of did the same thing. He went too much with him. You know what I'm saying? You can't be into dudes' personal life. Like, you know what I'm saying? And me and some guys that I be around, you know, we was just chopping it up last night, and I was saying that's one of the problems with black men. Like, you know, we don't know how to be friends and link as friends. We be in each other's life. You know what I'm saying? Really, who this person sleeping with, what this person got going on, what's the money he got, you know what I'm saying? A bunch of shit that's none of somebody's business.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't get where you're going as far as like we don't know how to be friends. Like,
no, what I mean is like when we're friends. So me and you, we run a pod together, we chill, we might go out, get some drinks, whatever. But what you do in your home is what you do in your home. That's none of my business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's different if feeling away about some shit you're doing in your personal time. That's out of order.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that.
Like,
yeah.
As a friend, stay in a friend place.
Yeah.
Like,
so what you were saying was that you think that people get a little bit too close and personal with each other? Like, that's what I guess I was trying to ask you what you meant by that last statement.
Like with him and dude, they was arguing over like I guess
Personal shit, like
it was some shit like dude fucking around on his wife.
Yeah.
Dude kind of was like no, but I guess Corey knew that it was untrue, so he kept trying to give him leeway to go back on the answer, but dude wouldn't. So then they, they got into it. Then it looked like he pulled his card when. In reality, like Zoe was saying, that shit none of your business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even if we on a podcast, we shooting the shit, certain shit we get
that
personal kids and you might speak upon your wife, but for me to just
include my wife,
that's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or expecting you to say some shit that I want you to say about your wife.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm trying to get you to be like,
say.
Yeah, Finch, you should say, and I feel as a friend, what we was talking about, not even to go off the subject, what we was talking about was a nigga not taking care of his kid. As a friend, you can say something one time and kick it with this person.
Right.
But as a friend, you can't make him do shit.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, you just give your opinion and keep moving.
So, dudes is, yo, I don't know if I can rock with him because the nigga don't. Brother, that shit none of your business.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like,
You know
people
what I'm
in that.
saying? You can't get in people's personal because you're a friend.
But, oh, wow, this is a tough one. All right, woo. All right, the reason why I'm going through that is because I'm thinking that is possible to have, like you said, like you don't have to get in somebody's personal too much. But now, if you know or heard about somebody moving a certain way,